guys, it's Peter here. Just wanted to have a short video with you guys to show you something that I got in the mail, and it's right here. It's my it's a SOG knife. It can be purchased at a place anywhere. I got it at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but they had one at Lowe's that I really liked, so I decided to pick it up. And it's an automatic knife. It's kind of neat. It's got a lock on it right here. You have to watch your fingers though. When it opens up, you can get it pinched in the top or on the sides. So you have to put your hands back like that and away from the top. And then it pops right open. It's nice. I've gotten used to it. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I saw it and used it first, because it's kind of clunky. But it's just, I just like the way it looked, so I picked it up. It has a stainless steel blade, so you wouldn't be able to use it for striking quartz to make a spark. But it's nice. The clip on it is actually on the wrong side. Usually a knife has a clip on this side, right here. Charlie. And it goes in your pocket. When you pull it out, it's right there. This has it on the other side. So it's a little bit awkward, but that's the way it is. This is my dog Charlie. He's a cockapoo. Say hello, Charlie. Good boy, Charlie. I just poured myself a beer. I'm excited about that. I wanted to show you these boxes that my wife got right here on the shelf here. Wine boxes, pretty neat. You can put my books in there. And these tops here. I was thinking about these tops. Like maybe I could put these in at the bottom of my pack. A couple of them. And that way it'll give it some rigidity. And I would always have some spare wood if I had to get a fire going. But I think I'm going to make a craft with this one here. And I think you guys will be excited once you see it. So that'll be coming up in a future video. I wanted to tell you about the snowstorm that's going on. We've got quite a snowstorm. Well, not too bad actually. Not for us. Probably 8 to 10 inches. Charlie, I'm trying to put this down, buddy. Goodbye. But I dug these out of the garage, the basement rather. These are my old snowshoes. So, they're the old school snowshoes. Watch out, Charlie. Old school snowshoes right there. Your toe, you go on like this, and your toe goes in this hole a little bit. I haven't worn these in a long time. I can't even remember how to put them on. But they just, oh, this is the heel part probably. So there's a heel part and it wraps around the front and clicks in. But yeah, like I said, I haven't used these in a long time. I've got like modern ones now. I use gaiters and have modern snowshoes. I'm going to go on an adventure either tomorrow night or the night after to collect some wood. Because when I got this knife, I had a gift card. So I went ahead and used it, like a debit card, gift card, and I picked up this is my bag that I take to work right here. I'm going to be making this a Bushcraft survival bag. My other backpack is a Bushcraft survival bag, and then also I'm going to make my truck into a Bushcraft survival bag. I'll have an extra bag in my truck. But this is like what I bring my lunch to work in. It's full of paper right now. Yeah, this is my snack my thermos, and I have to clean this out. Dire need of cleaning that out. But I just got this inexpensive knife. It's a Mora, and it's very sharp. This one is the steel, carbon steel. So in a pinch, I could hit this on some flint, on some quartz, and get a spark, like I had in my nighttime video, the second Bushcraft R&R Adventure video. So, but what I'm going to do is go and get some different kinds of wood. The other day, I previewed my son's knife and my knife, and I showed you how I could make some feather sticks on a piece of hard. It was a dead tree, and it was about a little bit bigger than my thumb. And I broke off a piece, and I was able to get a couple of ribbons using a case knife and an old kind of like case style knife from the good old days, and from when I was a kid. And I was able to make some ribbons, but I'm going to go get some softer kind of wood, like some aspen and some poplar, and yeah, just those two types. In the snowstorm, like tomorrow night or the night after, I will bring Chaco on that. But if I go in the woods and there's a lot of snow, and I do bring my snowshoes, I won't bring Chaco, because he walks on the back of my snowshoes and then he whines the whole time, and it's hard for me to do that. So, but the snow will change as this, like, even it'll change within a week, because it's light and fluffy right now, and when you walk in it goes up to like your knee. But it's supposed to snow like that for the next 4 or 5 days, but then it's supposed to get to like 37, 38, and it might rain again. So that'll compact the snow, and it'll make the dynamics of walking and hiking and traveling through the snow a lot different. So I'm excited to make some ribbons with this knife, and I also have an idea about like making bushcraft kits, inexpensive bushcraft kits, kits that anybody can use, because one of the things is I was thinking that I have to, if I wanted to have an overnight adventure with Chaco, then I'd have to buy a new tent, I have to buy a new sleeping bag, and I need this, that, and the other thing. But now I'm starting to think that, there's a lot of people out there. Some people have a lot of money, some people have a little bit of money. But so I think that it would be nice to be able to get started, and it wouldn't cost you a whole heck of a lot of money. So you don't need to get new gear. But since this is a hobby, and hobbies are kind of fun when you buy new stuff, because you get to try it out. Like this knife, I'm excited. I haven't used this knife, but it's really sharp out of the box. It's not the bushcraft style knife. That one's more like a $60 knife, and it has a fire steel on the side. But this is will be a good knife. So we'll try it out and see how it works. I'm excited about it. But basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to come up with kits. Like that bag will have a kit in it. My backpack that I take in the woods all the time will be a kit. And a bag in my truck will be a kit. So what will be in these kits? It'll be things that you would use for survival. There'll be things to light matches with, water bottles, water containers, something to be able to boil water in, maybe some soup, like a couple boxes of Mrs. Grass soup or something like that, or some freeze-dried food, whatever, Mountain House, that kind of thing, and maybe a Snickers bar or two, and those always will fill you up, especially if you're starving to death. But fire starter, all different kinds of fire starter, a couple different kinds of knives too. So it's good to have different kinds of knives and emergency blankets. And then I've really been thinking about footwear lately, because when I went in the woods on adventure number 3, which is actually being uploaded today, right now as we speak, my pants got a little bit wet, and what happened was the water came up the side of my pants and started to go down into my sock. So you really have to take care with what you're using as far as footwear and pants and jackets and gloves and hats. You really have to think these things through. On my first adventure, I used a pair of gloves that I had, and they weren't Gore-Tex. But I'm glad, because that's how I realized that when I couldn't get the fire started in Bushcraft R&R Adventure #1 video, I was putting my hand down in there to fluff up the wood to get to, as another attempt would occur, and my finger got wet up to here in my glove. So that's when I realized that I didn't dig out the snow enough, and my finger was going into the water that was melted, and because it went right through these gloves. I mean, I'll show you these gloves right here. You'd think that they're Gore-Tex, I mean, just by looking at them. But I purchased them so long ago, I couldn't remember what they were. You know, I mean, mossy oak, they look pretty cool, they're pretty warm. Anyway, they look like they're warm. They have Thinsulate. Thinsulate seems warm, so I mean, I would just imagine, but you can't always assume things have Gore-Tex and this, that. This is great on a dry day. On a dry snow day, this is all you need. You don't have to worry about it. This would be a good, maybe extra pair, you know, like in that pack I've actually got an extra pair of gloves, socks, underwear, shirt, stuff like that. So I think you need that in all your bags. Long johns too, probably, because if you were wearing cotton pants, you'd want to have something like polypropylene or wool to go underneath it in case your pants got wet. You'd still have a layer next to your skin that would insulate you and keep you warm. So these are just some of the things I've been thinking about, and it's all about having fun, and this is kind of like my new hobby, like I said in my first introductory video, and I'm excited about it. There's a lot of different things we're going to do, and I was thinking about the woods as when I go out on the adventures. What are the woods? It's the proving ground. The woods are the proving ground. It's where you prove your skills that you're learning. You get to practice them. You know, you get to practice your skills. It's the proving ground. But you know what? Now I'm starting to think it's not the proving ground. It's the improving ground. So it's a place to improve my skills and improve my knowledge and have fun and practice bushcraft and just have a good time. So that's what the videos are going to be about. When I get the wood that I mentioned earlier, the cottonwood and the aspen, I'm going to make curls with this knife, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait to just like push the curls out, snap them off. I've got a bag of tinder in my outdoor adventure bag, and maybe I'll make it for my work bag and the bag that's in my truck, because you know, it's good to be able to survive, and it's good to have these things ready when you're going to need them, because that's kind of like, and the thing about surviving is you want to be able to get to where it's not, you're not surviving, you're thriving. Kind of like how the Native Americans in this area, I lived where the Mohawk Indians, part of the Iroquois Nation, they lived in this area. And they lived in one of the harshest climates that there is. Upstate New York, in the Adirondacks, the foothills of the Adirondacks, is a pretty rough place. So far it's been raining, it's been below zero, many degrees below zero. I still don't have a thermometer to convert to Celsius, but when you get below zero, I think it's pretty close anyway. I think like 10 degrees is like -3 Celsius. That's one numerical pairing that I think I'm close to being able to say that that's close. But yeah, I still have to get a thermometer. I just haven't been to the store yet to get that thing. But when I go, I should get a thermometer. Well, I don't need a thermometer for survival as much. I mean, but it'd be nice to know how cold it is. And they have the built-in compass on them. I'm pretty good at reading the sun. The sun comes up in the east and sets in the west. And it comes up shorter during the winter, and it starts longer in the summer. So, and you can tell the north side of the trees because moss grows on typically the north side of the trees, thick and heavy. So, those are some ways you can tell direction. Anyway, guys, I just poured myself a beer. It's almost time to go to bed, so I'm going to have a little bit of a nightcap. I'm going to enjoy my beer. As you can see, it's floating. The ice is floating. It's going to be a good night. Good night's sleep. And tomorrow night, or the night after, I promise you, a nighttime winter adventure. Chaco and I will go together. When it comes out, it's going to be video, Bushcraft R&R Adventure, video number 7. Bushcraft R&R Adventure, video number 7, gathering wood. And then the night that I gather the wood, when I do the video of making the curls, I'll do it right here. And because it'll be soon after that I do it. And we'll be able to use this knife to make some curls. And I'll be able to store it in my Bushcraft survival bags, my little kits I'm making. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Please subscribe and comment and share. And I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, I'm out here during the snowstorm, as you can see. I'm out here with my dog Charlie and Chaco. Hey Chaco. Charlie. We're after some poplar and some aspen. So I'm just going to grab some of this. This is poplar right here. Just a couple pieces will do. We want to be using this for the snow. I'm going to use this for wanted to gather these pieces of wood so that we could use them to make feather sticks. That's why we're getting them. It's a nice snowstorm tonight. You can see this is an old thorn bush tree. Thorns on it. Keeps the deer from eating it. I think they're thorn apple trees actually. Nice hickory tree right here. Big one. Guys, I'm out here during a snowstorm. I don't know if you can see that. Got some snow. And I was just snapping off some branches off of a poplar tree. I told you that I'm here out here with Chaco.
and Charlie. I don't know if you guys can even see these things, but hold on here. I'm trying to get oh my goodness. I'm trying to get the I said that I'd come out here and get during a snowstorm. I said I'd come out and get some aspen and some poplar, and that's what I'm doing. During a snowstorm with Charlie, my dog, and Chaco. This is actually the first time Charlie's ever been out of the house, and where there's the wild here. Like right in here, there was a dead animal last couple weeks ago. Come on, boys. And with some guts and stuff. Look at these trees. I mean, it's beautiful up in here. This is all aspen that's fallen. Old aspen. And I'm going to grab some of this. I want to see if I can make feather sticks out of it. Oh. Here's a big piece. Okay. Perfecto. Yeah, I actually can see perfectly. Like, I don't need, like, a lot of times when I would come up in the woods, I would bring my dogs up in the woods during a snowstorm, and this is the perfect night for it because, like, you don't even need to have a light. Actually, I can just turn the light off and I can see perfectly. Like, I mean, it's dark, but I mean, with the snow and the illumination, and there's probably some type of a full moon up there or whatever, something that's illuminating. It can't just be the snow, but maybe it is. But it's quite beautiful. And the dogs, they just love this kind of thing. I mean, they love it. They play and run around, and they're free. It's good for their dreams. The only problem I have is that Charlie's actually a cockapoo, so he's a cocker spaniel and a poodle, and he will, there's these BB size things up here that are pecker bushes, and he'll get those. If he gets those on him, it's gonna be a nightmare. I mean, he has to be groomed as it is, like he should be groomed more, but it's like every 6 weeks. But he has hair, so his hair grows like a human hair. Versus Chaco, Chaco has fur. So Chaco doesn't have the same problems as Charlie. But yeah, so it's a beautiful night. It's a very beautiful night. Quiet night. What do you think, Chaco? How you doing, buddy? You guys like the snow? Alright, I dropped my camera. It's alright. GoPro. Let's hear the jets flying overhead. I saw a really cool thing like 2 days ago. There was a I think it was the bigger jet. I don't know. It must have been, maybe it was like a B-52 bomber, and there were like 2 planes off the back of it like this, and then right behind it there were another 2 like that. So it was here, and then there were 2 right behind it, like in where you'd think that the jet wash would be, and then off to the side too. So it was like boom, 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 4 across, and then the B-52. Pretty awesome. Kind of like a birch tree, wouldn't you say? Yellow birch. Young one. Oh, snow just went down my back from that thing. That's what these are. These are young yellow birch. I didn't know what they were when I was when they were first growing up here, like 10 years ago. It takes them forever to grow because the soil's all clay, so it takes forever. But these are the kind of trees that have the chaga on them that you can make tea out of, like I had in, you'll see in video number, I think it's video number 7, Bushcraft R&R Adventure, number 7. Or was it number 5? I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, these are definitely young birch trees. You see it right on there. Nice trees. This is not a birch tree, it's something else. It's like an apple tree or something. Thorn apple? I don't know. Crab apple? Ooh, the snow's like a foot deep up in here. I don't know if you guys can see over there with the snow the way it is, but you should be able to, but maybe not. Well, I've got my wood that I needed. I've got the aspen and the poplar. And I came out in a snowstorm like I promised. And I promised to bring Chaco, I did that. And I'm basically alone with the dogs tonight, so I brought Charlie with me too, because he's just like very attuned to me and very like, what are we gonna do, Dad, kind of thing tonight. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to just sneak out with Chaco and that's it. So yeah, it's a beautiful night. It's nice to be in the woods at night. Like a lot of people, they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't come up here. People wouldn't be out and about in the woods. But like, for me, a great way to spend a Saturday night. And it's basically like 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. And there's like it's just quiet. It's quiet because basically there's a snowstorm. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful night. I scared Charlie when I stepped on that stick. So, alright guys, well, I'm gonna pack up this camera and I'm gonna grab these sticks right here, and I'll see you guys later. Please like and share and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.